What is up, guys? My name is Naif, and so this is going to be the abridged version of the whole review. This is for those of you who don't want to be sitting through the X amount of minutes because I haven't edited it yet part of the video. And so essentially is what I'm doing is the unboxing and checking out for the first time the panel, what you guys see on screen right now. So this is the LG22BK400H. 75 hertz full 1080p LG monitor. This is a non-sponsored video, and yeah, so as you guys can see right here, well, you guys can't really see it because I haven't backed up the camera yet, but I'm gonna back it up right here. This is the monitor that the review is on, and don't mind the mic with the not the duct tape, the hockey tape here. This is just here so that I didn't have to screw it on too tight and the vibrations of the table won't pick it up too badly. So anyways, this is the monitor itself. This monitor that you're looking at right now, the LG logo is right here if you guys didn't know. Now this monitor, it's HDMI and VGA only. The little button and knob is similar to the MSI's knob button system, where it's down here at the bottom underneath the LG logo. Now what you do is if you click it, it'll turn on, and you know, you can click it and then you like move the thing, little knob, and you just keep moving it. And there's some presets in here, but if you're like me and you have a computer, specifically an AMD card, not an AMD card but a graphics card, of course you can adjust all of, well, not all of it, but most of this stuff with the graphics card. Now, something to take note of is that this monitor only has tilt, so up and down tilt. Like, it can only do this. This is all it can do. There's no side, like left to right swivel. There's no up and down height adjustment. This is all there is. Now, I put on the information right here so that you guys can see it better. Well, it disappeared now, but it was full 1080p, 75 hertz. This is a sub $150 monitor Canadian, which means that in American money, it'll probably be around 110. And yeah, so now this is going to be the first part of the video, and then we're going to fade it right into the actual unboxing and review of the video. So I'll see you guys in there. Hey, what is going on, guys? My name's Naif, and today this is going to be another unboxing review, actually. Now this monitor is going to be going to my little sister, who is the same person that I did the SoloCast review on. If you want to go see that, that'll be down in the description below. I'll link it down along with this monitor, of course, if you want to check it out for yourselves. And so yeah, so this is the LG 22-inch 22BK400, and this is a non-sponsored review. So I repeat, this is a non-sponsored review. Now this is just a simple review of a monitor that we've gotten on today of Black Friday, which is November 27th, and we are just going to get into this. Now this monitor is 22-inch. It's 21.5 inch diagonally, and it should be 75 hertz. It also should be FreeSync compatible. It is also full 1080p, and yeah. So and it's also VESA compatible, which is part of the reason why we've picked out this monitor. So we're just gonna start off with just straight up opening the box, and I'm gonna try to not cut myself or cut the box too hard just in case. I'm gonna get some box cutting ASMR here. Alright, very simple install. It's face the monitor down, put the stand in, same way I did with my MSI Optix monitor. If you want to see that, that'll also be down in the description below. That's my MSI Optix unboxing. A little bit of cardboard ASMR. So one thing I can say right out of the box is that this panel actually comes in with an HDMI. Yeah, it actually comes in with an HDMI plug, HDMI cord, along with the power brick and the power plug that goes into the brick. Now the brick is really tiny too, so that's another thing that I'm kind of concerned about. But this is a sub $150 monitor, Canadian, and that should be something that is taken into consideration. Real quick, take a front view of the panel right here. This is the front view, and what I notice right now is that it does not come with a screwdriver, so you will need a screwdriver in this. My guess is going to be a Phillips or Plus. I think it's Phillips, right? Correct me if I'm wrong. So this is the panel right here. It's pretty big. I mean, really the thing that I'm liking right now is that it's very light. Now the base is all plastic, and the stand, I can feel it already. The only metal part that I can see that is exposed currently is where you would attach it into the back right here. Other than that, so far it seems perfectly fine in its own weird way. Alright, so there's two screws that we're going to be using, and that's going to be going into the back over here and over here. So these two, they're screws. That's what these two screws are for. I can see that already. There's a screw down here at the bottom. It's a locking mechanism. Now you can use your thumb, I think. I think I can do it like a thumb screw, but to bring it down all the way, to bring it down all the way, you can actually use a coin, or you know, you can be like me and just have coins on hand. Yeah, guys, just have coins on hand and don't use a screwdriver, even though you just saw me use a screwdriver for like, I'll pull out a screwdriver so that I can use it to screw in this thing. Yeah, because I don't actually have a screwdriver. We didn't see that, all right? I'm totally doing all of this with God, what is that called? Totally doing all of this with only a coin, right? Yes, okay. Now I got scared for a second. I thought I left the screwdriver underneath the panel, and it was like any more pressure, it's going to explode the panel, which is something it actually says on the box. Don't leave one of the screws underneath the panel. They're talking about these screws. Don't leave them under the panel. And well, thank God I didn't do that. This mini screwdriver better do the job. If it can't do the job, I'm gonna have to bust out the big boy. And I don't think it can do the job now that I'm turning it. Yeah, it's not gonna do the job. Alright, so we're back and we have the big boy screwdriver. Oh, this is much easier. I can already say that this is much easier screwing in with a big screwdriver than a tiny one. So note to self, don't use a tiny one. Use a big boy. Alright, so once you screw it in there, you'll know when to stop. You'll just feel it on the screwdriver. One thing I forgot to mention is that if you're not me and you don't have a coin lying around that you can use to screw in the bottom thingy over here, down here, just use the DVD that they give you, because let's be honest, nobody actually has a DVD tray anymore. Or at least not anyone that I know of. So, alright. So I can tell where this monitor already cheaped out on was maybe it wasn't the panel. I don't know yet. I haven't seen the colors on it and I haven't adjusted to the way I like it. Now, one thing I can say for sure is that just by skimming through this monitor, what I can say is the stand is where they cheaped out on. Because there's no height adjustment and there seems to be no tilt. Now, it is VESA compatible, so this is 100% fixable. And also, the place where this monitor is going to be going is on a bit of an elevated surface. I want to say like 2 to 3 inches, or like 5, 6 centimeters from the desk. Like, there's a bit of an elevation on the desk that my sister is using. So yeah, that's what makes it perfectly fine for me. Now, this will be a game-changing thing for some people, and I'm going to put it here. And this is really light. This monitor is very light. Okay, so there seems to be tilt. A lot of wobble. Is it even straight? I don't even think it's straight. Unless it's my head that's not straight, it does not look straight to me. Maybe it could be that my desk is warped, so that's one thing that could be, that's something that could be a factor. But yeah, this is very nice. It's a very tiny panel, and it's got the same issue that my 60Hz monitor over here that you guys can sort of see right here has got, and it's that it only has tilt. Like, it can only rotate, like, you know, up and down. There's no swivel side to side, like left and right. There's no height adjustment up and down. It's just literally like you're looking up and literally looking down. So, in order to fix this problem, few things I recommend is if you need higher, if you need your monitor to be raised a little higher, what you can do is you can just take a few boxes or a few stacks of paper. I'm talking like full stacks of printer paper. All right, so I know this isn't printer paper, but you know what? If you're like me and you so happen to have a console lying around, something like an Xbox 360 where it's more of a flatter surface, go ahead, use it. I mean, you're using it as a stand and it looks pretty nice too. I mean, like, you know, you have old with, I don't know where I'm going with this. I'm just gonna stop. But yeah, of course, this is an extreme version of using a console. Obviously, you could be like a normal person and use stacks of paper. That's what I did for the longest time. So I've currently lowered down the brightness of my webcam so that you guys can sort of see the monitor better. And we're going to have to play the game of figuring out where this monitor is located. So by looking at this, where our stuff is actually right here, and we're going to change the refresh rate all the way to 75. So we now know that this monitor actually is 75 Hertz, and which is a good thing, because that's the reason why I wanted this monitor. It's because I don't want my sister to be playing on a 60 Hertz monitor, which is playing video games. If she could crank up her settings. Now, I'm seeing from the camera, at least, and in person, viewing angles with this monitor kind of seems to be a problem, but it's not like super big one. It's kind of like just don't have light reflecting onto the monitor. This might be due to the fact that the monitor, like what the kind of monitor panel it is. I didn't check what kind of panel it is. I'm actually gonna have to check. I'll put it on the screen now or something. And yeah, so I can say for a fact that this does look like 75 Hertz. Now, me moving my cursor here, obviously on the screen, you know, on the camera over here, it's like, ooh, spooky, but me looking at the screen and moving the cursor, it looks like 75 Hertz. It doesn't feel, I just spat on the screen. It doesn't look like or feel like 60 Hertz. Now, a lot of people will say, but the difference between 75 and 60 is so subtle that most people can't see it. Well, guess what, guys? I played 60, I played 75, and I've played 144, 165. I have not touched anything above 165 Hertz. yet, so I wouldn't know about anything about that. But I can say that there is a difference between 60 and 75. It's very subtle, but in terms of playing games like Counter-Strike, even if it's super subtle, it's noticeable. And this definitely feels like 75. It feels more responsive, it feels a little bit smoother. It's not as smooth as 165, but that's, you know, that's the price you're paying for. But with all of this said, I think it'll be a good time. I think it'll be a good time to end off here, end off with this review at least. And I know this wasn't the most professional review ever, but nothing on this channel really is that professional, let's be honest. So, with all of that being said, I'm going to end it off here. And I want to thank you guys so much for watching and for stopping by. Now, all the links will be down in the description below. And without further ado, my name is Nate, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye. Oh, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And feel free to share this with a friend that's looking for a 75Hz monitor. Now, I did say this is FreeSync compatible, so anyone with an AMD graphics card will be able to use it. Like I said, I'll summarize right now. It's 75Hz max, full 1080p, and so on.